going to be another first impressions get ready with me, but this is the last palette that I have to try in the Odens Eye Legendary Diversa collection. And the one we're going to be using today is the Annette's Makeup Corners and Odens Eye's Giant Wolves palette. Really excited to dip into this one. If I'm really low energy, then I'm sorry, but your girl's tired, so I have to get ready for work. So I'm really excited to jump into this super colorful, deep palette. So I think the shades I want to play with today are some of the shades down here and kind of do something a little bit similar to my shirt that I'm wearing, because you guys know how much I like matching everything. But I already have a look in mind. So the first shade I'm going to go into is that like muted pink shade called Ablaze, and I'm going to put that all in my crease area. I originally was going to go in with the blue shade in my crease, but we kind of want to keep this. It's going to be colorful, but not like too colorful. That blends out really nice. I'm just going to take just a little bit more and just blend it out a tiny bit more. I have been filming almost every day, and now I have to work the next 4 days. So I've been trying to get in my first impressions of some palettes before I go to work. But I wish I had a day off in between. 4 days isn't that bad, but I also worked yesterday too, so I'm doing a 5-day stretch. But then I'm off for 4 days, so it's not terrible. Wow, this shade blends out really nice and very pigmented. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the crease shade. I kind of want to use like these two deeper purpley shades. So I'm going to go into the shade called, I can't even read that right now, Cosmos. And this is like, wow, this brush is really stiff right now. Let me just loosen it up a bit. And I'm going to take that and put it in my crease. I did wash these last night, so it might be slightly stiff, but it picks up the pigment really nice. And I'm just going to blend it out in my crease. All right, I need to kind of loosen this brush up a little bit. Oh, that's such a pretty color combo already. I'm going to take a little bit more and just build it up. I was interested to see how these two layer together, and they layer beautifully. I was hoping it wasn't going to be like too oxidized, and it's not. It's gorgeous. So that's what I love about Odens Eye mattes, is that they layer beautifully. They don't like oxidize together and like turn the other shade a different color. They're just so pretty. Oh, wow, that's a really pretty color too. I kept on like agonizing over this palette and the Judy palette. Originally, I was just gonna get the Fancy Face one. And then I was thinking, let me just get the Judy one, because I had already gotten the Fancy Face one. And I ended up picking up this one too because it was just too pretty. And then for the outer corners, I'm going to use that deeper purple, which is called Howling. Oh, that's a really pretty purple. I'm going to put that on the outer corners. This one and the Judy one are definitely a little bit easier to create standalone looks with the palettes. The Fancy Faces one, like she said, it's more of like a companion palette. So it's still a really pretty palette. It's just a little bit harder to create looks with it, because that's why, like I said, I bought this palette, because I think that the mattes in here are going to go really well with some of the shimmers in the Fancy Faces palette. That it is also a beautiful deepening shade. I could also go in with any lid shade in this middle row, going down, but I think I know which one I'm going to use. So let me just put on my glitter glue. Okay, and then for the lid shade, I'm going to go into the multi-chrome, which is called Eternal. You guys, this shade is so sick. It's like a duochrome blue that shifts like pink and purple. It is stunning. Oh my god. It's already shifting like crazy. It's so pretty. I thought that this shade was going to be too deep for this look because I thought it was going to be like more blue based. But it's really like more pinky blue based, and that's gorgeous. Odens Eye is not playing games with these palettes. They are gorgeous. That is such a beautiful color. Like I can get it to apply. Again, it's the glitter glue, not the actual shadow. Oh my god, that is stunning. I'm gonna do the same over here. I just couldn't resist the multi-chromes in both of these palettes, so I had to go in with them first. You guys know I still have a bunch of shades to try, but this is so stunning. It's like, look at that. Like how this one shifts way more than the other one off camera. Do you see how it shifts from like pink to blue? Oh, so gorgeous. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use one of these shades on the inner corners. I'm kind of thinking about Hottie. Hopefully that's how you say it, Hottie. Or Astral, but we will see. I'm probably going to use Astral. And I could also take any one of these colors and put it on the lower lash line, but I think that's going to make it a little bit too colorful for me. So let me do my base and then we'll come back and finish the eyes. Okay, so now we're going to jump back into the palette. And I think I'm going to do the inner corners first, just because I know I want to go in with a little bit of a deeper shade on the lower lash line. So for the inner corners, I was thinking about using the shade Haiti, but since I'm going in with really colorful colors, I think I'm going to go in with the shade Astral. I've just been dying to use that one. And she said that this was basically like the perfect inner corner highlight. So I'm kind of really wanting to use it. This brush is a little stiff too today. But it's not just like a white sparkly shade. It has some like really pretty shift to it as well. It's so pretty. And I think that this is like a pretty universal color to work for multiple skin tones. And this is such a deep, beautiful palette for darker skin tones as well. But I really think that all three of the palettes are very versatile and work for a ton of different skin tones. So I really like that they kept that in mind. Because, you know, they're all different nationalities and ethnicities, and they wanted to make it work for all skin tones. So I think that's awesome. Okay, this is... I need to unstiffen this brush. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so, and now for the lower lash line. That is such a pretty color. We're gonna use the shade Desolate, which is this really pretty, like, muted green. And I'm gonna take that and put it on the lower lash line. I'm just gonna take it, oh yeah, that's definitely more of a muted green. That's what I wanted because I was hoping it wasn't gonna be too pigmented. But also this brush is like Still pretty stiff. And I'm going to take it over here too. Another brush I could use? Not really. Ooh, that's so pretty, and it matches the green in my shirt really well too. In my sweatshirt, I mean. I'm wearing like one of the same like sweatshirts that I wore yesterday in the Judy First Impressions. These are like lower cropped sweatshirts from Lucky, and I love them. So I've been wearing them a lot. They're just easy to wear. I just love that we can wear sweatshirts to my job. So yeah, I love that. Super pretty. And then I'm going to finish up the look. Okay, so hey guys, so I am back home from work. So I just wanted to tell you guys what was on the rest of my face. Excuse me. So for my face, primer is always the usual, which is my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Cucumber Spray. And then the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And then for my foundation, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation in the shade 110C, one of my all-time favorites. And then for the concealer, I used the NYX Born to Glow concealer in the shade Pale Light. Again, I'm pretty tired because I was working today too. I was wondering why I was scheduled all weekend in the next 2 days, but I forgot that this weekend was Columbus Day weekend. So I was like, oh, that's why I'm scheduled all 3 days. And then for powder, I just went in with the usual, which is my Pat McGrath Labs powder. And then I went in with the Dior powder to set my face. Again, I'm not touching up my makeup again because my mom's making dinner, so I need to go help her out with dinner. And then for the rest of my eyes, I did use the Marc Jacobs gel liner in the shade Grapevine, I believe, on my waterline because I wanted to add a bit of a purple there. I love how the green looked underneath the lower lash line. And then for the mascara, I didn't have time to grab another mascara today, so I just went in with the Rare Beauty one again. And then I used the Lash Discovery mascara on my bottom lashes as usual, and then used my Dior bronzer as usual in the shade Tan Bronze. And then for my blush, I used the Flower Beauty Flower Pots powder blush in the shade Sweet Pea. I think this is such a pretty color, and I haven't used it in a while, so I wanted to whip it out. And then for my highlights, I don't know if I put it away. I don't know why I put it back in here. I finally got to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in the shade Lilac Geode again. I just thought it tied in this look so well, and I just think it looks so pretty. This has been on for like 7 hours, and it's still like super intense. It's so pretty. And then I just set my face with my Milk Set and Refresh spray, and then went in with my ColourPop Brow Gloss gel. And then for the lips, I used my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Oh Snap. And then I went in with my Urban Decay Vice lipstick in the shade Back Talk. I was hoping it would be a little bit more purple tone, but I think it just looks really pretty with the crease shade, so I think it tied in the look pretty well. So as far as this eye look goes with the Giant Wolves palette, this is really, really stunning. I think this might be my favorite look that I've done so far. I mean, of course, I loved the Luna palette as well, but oh my god, this color story and these shades and the way that these perform and the way that this shade Eternal just reflected on my lids today. Oh my god, it's so stunning. So yeah, love this palette too. I can't wait to do some more looks. I'm so excited. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I really have been enjoying all of the Odens Eye palettes, and now I have done my first impressions on all 3 of the palettes, and these are just wonderful, you guys. Like, seriously, such an amazing collection. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I love you guys. I need to go help my mom with dinner. So yeah, and I'm really tired. So yeah, bye.